say welcome to East Splash TGIF edition, where the fun never stops.
That's right. So we say get ready to kick back and relax and dive into the very ultimate Friday with us.
Yep. We've got the perfect mix of everything: entertainment, laughs, and surprises, just to make sure your weekend starts with a bang.
So don't miss out on the Friday fun, as you can stream us live on www.tvcentertainment.tv or join the party on X at TVC Connect, and not forgetting our Instagram fan page, which is at /_TVC. Riding.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Meanwhile, somebody said this morning, Taiwo, when Taiwo was miking me, Taiwo was so distracted by this picture of me on my shirt and said, "What about this person did not chat?" I said, "Do you know the picture that the person used?" He said, "What about your cheeks are not as big as this? Did the person use your baby picture?"
No,
I said,
maybe that time you had added a little flesh in the cheek.
Well, so I said, well, I don't know. I think I actually lost some weight these days. So I don't know. And I had to say, well, that's not what is wrong with me right now. That will leave me alone. All right, it's your homegirl right here. It's your girlfriend next door. It is the jewel in the crown. It's the hostess with the mostess right here. It is Honey Shmoney. It is Honey Money. It is Honey Rubber. It is Honey On Point. It is Honey KPK.
Tell him.
Oh my God. I'm super excited that it is weekend. Yes. My day began in a very interesting way, but right now that I'm here with you guys, I think my spirit is high.
Oh, so cute. Like our intern Tutu would say.
Oh, that's
so
right.
Cute.
Yeah. Tutu said that to me. I didn't know that it's a thing with her, but she has said to people.
No. If you want to do a thing, Tutu used to say, if so cute is not there, you've not done anything.
Okay.
But your name there is giving me very cutesy, very demure.
Very mindful and very classy.
Of course.
Interesting.
You got it. All right, guys, you know my name. My name is Catherine. You know me as Lady Cat, her royal hotness. Queen Cat, her royal hotness. Kit Kat, the person, not the chocolate, baby. Kitty Kata, Kati of the Kati Cruise, baby. Ooh. Welcome back to the show, guys. It is still the TGIF edition of East Splash. And if you're just joining, you haven't missed a lot, as right now, it is time for the entertainment news. We're starting with this one. Sean Kingston and his mom plead not guilty to charges of organized fraud. American rapper and singer Cena Anderson, popularly known as Sean Kingston, and his mother, Janice Turner, have pleaded not guilty to defrauding multiple businesses out of more than $1 million. According to reports, the singer and his mother, Janice Turner, entered their pleas on Monday during an arraignment hearing before Broward Circuit Judge Ernest Cora. They pleaded not guilty to organized fraud and grand theft charges. If you would recall, Sean Kingston was originally arrested in May in Fort Irwin, an army training base in California's Mojave Desert, where he was performing on a warrant issued by the Broward Sheriff's Office, while his mother was arrested on the same day after a SWAT team raided the singer's rented mansion in Southwest Ranches. Just so you know, Kingston and Turner are accused of defrauding a jewelry business, a luxury bed company, a youth luxury and exotic car dealership, and a luxury micro-LED TV company since October 2023, arrest warrant said. Kingston and his mother are expected back in court on October 11. Reports state that they are also facing related charges in federal court. Sean Kingston was already on 2 years probation for trafficking stolen property before his arrest. According to federal court records, his mother pleaded guilty in 2006 to bank fraud for stealing over $160,000 and served nearly 1.5 years in prison. They both have also been sued by various businesses, as in 2015, a seller of customized watches successfully sued Kingston and his mother in a New York City federal court for $356,000 after they failed to pay, while in 2018, a New York jeweler successfully sued both of them for $301,000 after they scammed the store out of 9 items.
Like,
Biggie, Wahala.
Like mother, like son.
It's in the blood.
Like mother, like son. I don't know why they're not pleading guilty, because I don't think that in that crime in particular that if you have not committed a crime, that they would want to rope you into certain things. We've been on this news for a while, and it's been like an update. These people like good things, and I am so shocked because Shannon is very, very talented.
Yes, he is.
So I am wondering why they're just in a messy situation, because I want to believe that he still even gets royalties from his works, and maybe they just want very big. They just have very big taste. Because all this luxury that they've been buying, bed, cars, watches, jewelries. Oh my God. Oh my God, jewelry. They've been buying a lot. And I'm like, what is it? I mean, so I know that, I always say this thing, that family is the bedrock of the society. And everything starts from the home. And so if you don't teach your children well, you would produce children like this, that at the end of the day. So it depends on how you have treated them. And for the mother to be involved too, the son too, took after the mother. And then because, I want to follow this case to the end. I want to see what will happen at the end of today. Because if you were not talented, if you did not have anything, because I don't even think that there is anybody in this world who's not talented, except you have not just looked inwards. And I even think that we just don't have one talent. We are multi-talented. So I don't know how you just, it's good to have taste for good things, big things, but do you have the money? So you have to work to that point where you will be able to afford all of those things. And sometimes I would want to believe that if you did not meet money at home, like your parents are not, very rich and all of those, then it's a process. You have to work and then gradually get there. So I don't understand this thing of, should we call it greed or something?
I really do not know what to call it. And like you said, this has been going on for so long. So yes, I'm actually looking forward to how all of this is going to end, because according to all the court statements, this did not just start. Started in 2006 with the mother.
Yes.
As far back as 2006. And almost 20 years later, the same thing is still happening. So I just wish them the very best. I don't know if they can get out of this because there's a lot of evidence against them. People are coming out, businesses. More of them are coming out to sue them, but we wish them the very best.
Yeah, so, now wow, some people too do fish pie. I'm sorry.
Oh, now you're craving donut.
I beg, I can be very messy, but let's move on. Cena speaks on not wanting children. American actor and professional wrestler Cena has opened up on his decision to not have children. The wrestler shared his thoughts on why he and his wife have chosen to remain childless during a recent interview on the Club Shay Shay show. He said, "I don't want kids. I'm 47 now and I don't have them. Everyone asks if I want them. And I have to tell you that it's not the easiest out there because a lot of why we are here is to reproduce." He also said that despite its societal expectations and the natural inclination to reproduce, he has chosen something different, and while reflecting on his own nature, he stressed that his nature does not meet the demands of parenting. Cena said, "I don't want them. I have a certain curiosity about life, and I also know the investments that it takes. My biggest fear is, as someone who's driven, many times stubborn and selfish, I try to approach the world with kindness and curiosity. But I don't think I am personally ready, nor will I ever be able to invest the time that it needs to be a great parent. I want to live life for all it is, and I still have a lot to do, and I still want to do a lot, and I have a wonderful partner to do it with. We have had open conversations about this because it immediately puts you in a category, and we can't help but judge human nature. So we are all judgmental. I'd like to believe that I operate under the construction that everyone's living their lives, and I can tell him that I've thought long and hard about this since 15 and 16 years old. John Cena has been married to Shahrazadeh since 2020, and they had conversations about not having children early in their relationship, a topic that has impacted his past relationships. Just so you know, John's previous 6-year relationship with fellow WWE star Nikki Bella ended after she opened up about her desire for children. Okay. Different strokes for different folks.
Exactly. Ever since this news broke, I've seen a lot of people say, who doesn't want children? But you already said it, different strokes for different folks. He has also spoken about this before in the past, that he doesn't want children. And as we already reported, that's why he broke up with his ex, because she wanted children. When they started, he said he didn't want children. And it got to a point she started wanting to have kids. And he said, you know what? We're not on the same line. We're not thinking the same way. We don't have anything in common. Let's just break up. But now he's with someone else and they have agreed. So if they've decided not to have children, well, that's for him.
Interesting stuff. This is such an interesting topic because, you know, especially when it comes to Africa, you know, Africans believe that, I would say most Africans actually believe that the reason you're here on this earth is to reproduce, to multiply, you know, and all of those. So you hear people looking at you at a certain age, they're asking you why you're not married. Some people even advising you that perhaps you can just have children and twins. I don't know whether she has depression, postpartum depression or something. She backed her twins and they were facing each other, and I was just like, they could suffocate because it was like she was depressed. It was like she was not normal. She was not mentally stable. And she just compressed them like that. And I was wondering, it took me aback. Like, I was like, this thing, is it meant for everybody? And what is that thing about, even if you want like 1 or 2 or having birth control or something of that sort, and not opening your legs every now and then if you know that you're going to be frustrated and you don't have the means to take care of them. So I think that this that he has said is good, and the fact that he's saying it openly as a celebrity, so that, you know, if you feel that type of way too and you feel like you don't want to have children, so be it. I think that at the end of the day, when you're about to die, you're not going to be thinking about all those things that you did just because you wanted to satisfy people. It will be how you have lived your life. Were you satisfied? Was it fulfilling to you at the end of the day? Will God accept you? You know? You know,
this whole conversation reminds me of a discussion I had with this university undergraduate. I think she's in her teens, either 18 or 19, I can't remember. And she said she doesn't think she wants to have kids because she doesn't think she can handle kids. So she has decided on her own, she doesn't think she's fit for that lifestyle.
In fact,
and that is it.
I know somebody on YouTube who had her first child. She got pregnant at 49. And so, you know, she said that if she had had children earlier, she feels that she would have been very selfish. And now she knows better. And people are doing it these days. So I think whatever rocks your boat at the end of the day, just make sure that if you agree or decide to have children, be sure that you have all the time and everything it needs to take care of these children. All right, let's go on this break. And we will return. Stay here with us. Thank you so much for staying here with us. Now, let's check out what went down at the Queen Latifah official movie trailer launch.
Latifah, my sister.
I mean, it's exciting. It's a blockbuster, and I'm quite excited about the 2 different worlds that we filmed in the movie. It's a wide range, and I think that the audience would appreciate that, and particularly the way everyone comes to play, you know, and carrying their roles. So it's really good.
We're excited about this project. I actually think that this is potentially the film of the year. Seriously, this is not, I'm not capping. No cap. This, I think, is the film of the year.
When I read the script, I was blown away. Great story, new story. You know, stories we know of, but we've never actually seen being brought to life like this. From this trailer, I'm not capping, I'm not overhyping. From this trailer, you people are in for a lot of bass, like she always say. And I can't wait to watch the full movie.
I have seen this type before. I smell a rat.
Hi, my name is Adiolu Ewu. Call me Captain Dexy. I am the director of Queen Latifah, the movie.
We all have aspirations, we all have goals, we all have dreams. And to pull this magnitude of story, you need a diverse range of, characters and audience. And that's what Queen Latifah has, successfully displayed.
Congratulations to the team. The getting was a hustle. It was madness. Filming there. Imagine taking Adedimeji Latif, taking Baraj Shaggy, taking Officer Woos, taking Kiki, taking Wumi Toriola, taking Auntie Fatia Balogun, taking Madame Saji, taking Kule Remy, taking them to the ghetto.
How many countries did you get to travel to? Where did you go?
Few cities like Milan, Tokyo.
For real?
First of all, this is a very sensitive and a very special moment in my life. And I want to give all glory to the Almighty God.
This is a dream come true. I'm exploring the YouTube world, I've explored it, and this is the time for me to take that leap.
All right, thank you so much, guys, for staying here with us. Joining us this afternoon is a 6'3" artist, writer, producer, engineer, and visionary who is creating his own sound called the Afro-Caribbean style. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome to the show this afternoon, Chance Man!
All the way from St. Martin.
Yeah, man.
How are you?
Everything blessed. You don't know how the thing go. We have it covered like insurance policies. You follow
Wow, interesting. I love it. And the fact that you have a DNA in Ghana and Guinea-Bissau.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what brings you to Nigeria?
Actually, on my father's mother's side, is 58% Nigerian. So we found that out not too long ago.
Okay. So how have you been finding Nigeria?
I love it. To me, it's like a different planet, though.
Interesting. Tell me, the culture shock.
The culture different. I see people selling stuff on the highway. The food is different. Everything is fresh. Like we had food outside the fridge for like 5 days and it was still good.
And it was
like different stylists on deck. I have a Nigerian stylist who made my clothes.
In fact, your ensemble is so nice.
So everything has been fantastic so far. The women are very beautiful.
Of course.
Yeah. Everybody's been friendly so far. I've been to the beach. I've had all the soups.
Tell me, which is your favorite?
So far, Adekaikong.
What? Edikaikong.
What do you love about it?
The texture.
Oh, wow.
I eat my soups with Gary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But then I had the bafang soups. Afang.
Afang
with periwinkle.
Periwinkle.
I was going to go there. Is it the fact that you have to suck the periwinkle?
Well, you know how the thing go already.
Assignment.
So I think that you are tilting towards Calabar, Akwa Ibom. So maybe that is where your DNA actually lies.
Well, that's the ones I've been enjoying. But I've also had, the egusis.
Okay.
The bitter leaf soup and then the stew with the white rice and all that.
You're actually really having a good time.
Yeah, man, I'm having a great time.
I don't want to take you away, but I want to steer a bit away. Have you been to Ghana?
I've been to Ghana before.
You've tried their jollof?
Yes.
And you've tried Nigerian jollof?
Yes.
So which would you say is better?
When I'm in Nigeria, I eat Nigerian jollof. When
I'm in Ghana, don't be diplomatic. We take it very seriously here.
You have to decide.
The war has been on since.
Yes.
Okay, so then where do you put the Senegalese then?
Oh, wow, yeah. So there are so
shall
many.
we continue on this topic? Or?
Interesting. So people have different takes on this because they even believe that with Ghana and Nigeria, jollof rice did not even come from Ghana. It did not come from Nigeria. So yeah,
It's come from the Wolof people of Senegal, the Senegambia area. So anyway.
That's debatable though, but it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, so it's great to know that you've had fun so far since you've been in Nigeria. Now let's talk about your music.
Yes.
Music started for you in the choir, and then you decided to get serious with music in 1999 when you performed on stage
for the first time.
And you got that reaction.
And I was hooked. I was hooked from there.
Can you take us back to that moment, how you felt, and what was that thing that made you go on stage? Because I've seen a lot of people say, oh, they were supposed to perform, maybe they didn't perform well, or they were scared or stage fright. How was that moment for you?
The moment of going on stage?
Yeah, going on stage, and then the reception, when you were overwhelmed by the reception.
Well, ever since I was young, I used to be making like music in class. I was the one that would disturb the classroom making music. So once I got the opportunity, I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. The song was a little bit popular among my peers. And as soon as I got on stage, everybody was like
singing along. I get it.
So it was like, what? This is what I was made for.
Oh, wow.
I felt at home. I did feel at home. And I just keep chasing that every single time.
Interesting.
Now. Yeah.
So I'm going to take this deeper because you touched, when I was reading your bio, you touched a bit about your parents,
Yeah.
And then you were like, so music was like a safe haven for you.
Yes.
So would you say that? Because sometimes some of us, when we have issues and then we have maybe some hobby, we just run to those hobbies and then I mean, that's like always a saving grace.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. I mean,
so music for me was the thing that made me accepted by the cool kids. Because growing up, I grew up without my parents. So my grandmother had a hard time keeping up with the trends that would make me accepted. Like the fly clothes, the nice sneakers and stuff what all the other kids had because their parents was kind of well-to-do and in their lives or whatever. And I was teased because I had like one pair of shoe and blah, blah, blah. And once I found music and I opened my mouth, and then they see how everybody react. Now the cool kids are like, yeah,
they want
that's
to associate
my guy.
with you. Oh
That's
my God,
guy.
I love it.
Yeah, so it's just been my superpower since then. And, you know, my grandmother was very strict. So I could see the Nigerian in her actually now. Now that I've experienced the place, I could see because she was always about study your book, this, da, 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 da. And when I told her I wanted to do music, she was like, well, if you have to do music, you have to be very serious about it. And she got me in touch with some like people from the church who had instruments and just started exploring from there. But it has always been something that I would run to when I had nobody in my life, when I was feeling down, when a girl break my heart, all them things I would just write about it, come up with little songs and make myself feel better. And in extension, it made the people around me feel good. So turned it into a career eventually.
Yeah, you know, that's actually how you get the best out of music, when you run to it after a heartbreak or something sad happens.
Yep. I will also run to it when I'm in a fun mood too, just to spread that fun across the room or whatever. But yeah.
Interesting.
Turn up the temperature. Me love it when the fire start burn. Love it when you turn it up. Turn up the temperature, turn it up.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the show, guys. We still have Chatman in the building, and we just checked out his music video, Turn Up the Temperature. So there was something you were telling me about the video when we were on the break. What inspired it, and take us through the process.
Turn Up the Temperature is a song, you know, when you have an intimate moment and you're so inspired, but you can't just keep that energy to yourself. You have to find an outlet to express it extra. It was really hot that day. Basically.
It's a Friday for married people only. Okay.
And I shout out to my sinful sinners as well.
Oh, wow, I get it.
So when we were on the break, you were telling me that you mixed, you mastered, you directed this video, you did everything.
I did everything from scratch.
So apart from being a singer, you have other talents, other things you do.
Yeah, I produce, I mix, master my stuff. I also do sound design for films.
Oh, wow, interesting. And that takes me to this question, because I saw that you joined a band and then you became a solo artist at the end of today.
Yes.
And not too long ago, you went to the academy, and then you have your record label right now.
Yes.
Interesting stuff. So it's all about music for you.
Everything
wholly about music.
Music, entertainment.
Entertainment, all right. Interesting. So I want to know, what will be the fulfillment for you in the long run? Like, after acquiring all of this talent, all of the skills, and putting them into use?
I would like to be part of a company that initiates the creation of the hardware that we use in our industry. So I would like for us to develop a microphone, speakers, cables, software, all that stuff right here in Nigeria. That would be the ultimate thing, to where we tap into the intellect and the education, what we receive in here, because as most people will know and probably vouch for, the Nigerians are very intelligent.
Yes.
And then we have a lot of youth here with a lot of skills that they could use their hands to create a lot of things. And plus we have the raw materials to create those things. So devices such as microphones, cables, pop filters, speakers, those things would be what I would like to see created on the continent, because I went to an engineer conference in California in January, and all the vendors were like Asian, German, Belgic, American.
I get it.
And Afrobeats is like the biggest genre.
Yeah, so why don't we have people from Africa there
selling the equipment?
Yeah.
So that's what you say long term. That's my long term. I would love to see that. And obviously, I did this program in Ghana called Chantman Fun with the Kids, where we did a program in a rural community that bordered Côte d'Ivoire. And we gave scholarships to kids who would be able to go in their community, identify issues that they have, and solve them with resources they already have available.
Oh, wow.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
well done.
So the ones that came up with the best ideas, we paid for their education for a year.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Yeah,
so musically now, what are we expecting from Chantman?
Today, as we hear, one of my latest releases has just been dropped. Yes.
Oh, wow.
On all streaming platforms with one of Nigerians' most lyrical.
Who?
His name is Magneto.
Oh, wow. Well done.
Yeah, so
Well done.
myself and Magneto have a record that just dropped today called Magnetic.
Okay.
That's a record that I kind of studied his whole brand and made the beat, and my manager Uche had just given me advice the night before about leaving a little bit of space, because you know, as a Caribbean born person, sometimes we can fill up the song with a lot of lyrics.
Okay.
He was like, leave a little space.
Oh, I get it.
And Magnetic
so the style that will really suit.
The market here. And Magnetic was my first effort to try that strategy.
Oh, wow.
And now we have it released, and we're shooting a video on Tuesday next week.
Okay.
Yeah, so excited about that.
I'm excited about it too.
Looking forward to that.
While I've been here, I've been collaborating with the likes of Peter Brown, who I also produced his latest single called Bounce.
Okay.
That features Magneto as well.
Okay.
So pretty busy, and now I'm touching base with like the likes of W4 and a couple other local legends and everything.
That's really good. So for people who want to reach out to you on social media, what are your social media handles?
My social media handle is I am Chantman. IAMCHANTMAN. I am Chantman. That's the best way to contact me. And obviously, if you're going to be talking business, I'm going to divert you to Mr. Uche Dominic, which is the management from Revcom Media Group.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It was really, really nice to have you. And that's it with our guest for today, guys. Here's this week's reminder that happiness is free.
Yeah, man. You don't know the thing, we have it covered.
happiness is indeed free.
Yes,
I
it
love
is.
love every part of that.
Yeah, it was the energy, everything for me.
Everything. And with that, we have come to the end of the show today. We want to say a very big thank you to you, Chatman, for being a part of the show today.
It was my absolute pleasure to be here. This is my first TV interview in Nigeria.
Ooh.
Wow. So we should feel special for having you here.
Absolutely. You guys should be collecting autographs. Because they will be quite expensive in the next couple months.
Oh, I get it. All right, I've done this with a very beautiful lady, Kath and Chantman. My name is Honeypot. Do not forget that all our shows this week and before now are on YouTube, so you can just do yourself that pleasure of enjoying your weekend with that. And we will be back on Monday, bigger and stronger. Yes, God willing. All right, you take care of yourself. Happy weekend.
Bye, guys.